It is May 12th, 2011 at 1:18 a.m. and a little earlier, a couple hours, I made a pretty shocking yet exciting discovery on a piece of evidence that I already had. The stick or tree twist that I found a couple of days ago out in the patch of woods by my house, I took the other end, the loose end. I actually took that home just to have it. And I was looking at it earlier out in the garage with a jeweler's loop to see if I could find any hair or anything like that. I didn't find that, but what I did find was something pretty odd. I've read on BFRO that there can be some odd odors associated with these stick twists and things like that, and I did find exactly that. Just for the sake of doing it, to see if I could actually smell one of these odors that I read could actually be on these tree twists, I took a whiff, and, not to get into too much detail, but it was pretty overpowering and overwhelming. But, just to kind of get the point across, I brought it in the house, and I actually asked my mom to smell it, just to have her take on it, and she said that it was absolutely horrifying and overwhelming, and I was made to bring it back out in the garage. But her description, as well as mine, could most probably be pinned down to a mixture of cat feces and cow feces. It's very weird. It's different. It's horrible. It really is unlike anything I've ever smelled in my life, and it's pretty prominent around the area of the twist on that stick. It's nowhere else but right on that twist. And I just thought that was exciting, and I went online because I already knew that there could be odors associated with it, but I never knew exactly what. I knew it was strong, but I never got descriptions. But I did look that up, and feces, strong, fresh feces, and outhouses was another description I heard, which it fits it pretty well, along with the other two combinations of things I mentioned before. So that was, I think that's a great piece of evidence, on an already great piece of evidence, I think, that I found, and that kind of was the end of it for me. So now I'm pretty convinced that that is what twisted that tree off. And the other thing we did to kind of try and debunk that tree twist, which I knew we couldn't, but we tried anyway. I brought my dad down to the woods to see if he could twist a buckthorn branch or sapling, and he could not. He couldn't twist it. He tried snapping it and then twisting it off the rest of the way. It didn't work. All the buckthorn that was down there was very dry and very dense and just splintered when any kind of sideways pressure was applied to it, like trying to snap it off a little bit. It just didn't work. The only way to get it to do that was probably to do just as I thought something did and twist it right off, which none of us could do. It would have been far too hard, so it would have been something very powerful. And along with the smells that I found on there, just kind of, drove that theory home, and that I'm pretty convinced is what it is. If anybody knows how I could possibly get anything on there, if there are any samples or any sort of physical traces left that I can't really see, that somebody else with better equipment probably could. If anybody could let me know, if they're a researcher and have found evidence, how you've been able to get anything analyzed or looked at, because I'm really serious about this, and if there is somewhere I can go to maybe get this looked for any traces of physical evidence, I'm very serious, like I said, and I'd be very happy to do it. But I'm just not sure who I should contact, or, what branches I should contact, if it should be some sort of biology lab or forensics, I don't know, but I'm willing to do it. So if anybody has any ideas or if they've had similar experiences, you can let me know. Any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. So, yeah. I will be definitely taking this a lot more seriously than I have been, and I hope to find a bit more evidence. Oh, and a little side note, we let the dog out a couple hours ago, and she was outside doing her thing, and she stopped dead in her tracks and was staring at the fence, like something was on the other side of the fence, but it was dark, and we couldn't see what it was, but it was a look like she's never had, and she just stared at the fence like something was right there. And the other side of that fence is the backyard that backs up to the woods there, so that's pretty odd. So yeah, sorry for such a long video, but we'll see ya. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, checking the food that I had set out. Maybe something took it, and after the huge rain tonight, maybe some prints. I'll look around in the area where the dog was looking. So definitely check back for that.